Okay, this is going to get a bit tricky. Good thing, like most of the Polish players, pretty tall young man here, Victor.
Yeah, 21 years of age. Looks about half that.
Yeah,
we're
right.
just getting old.
Okay, he's got to draw the cue ball off the 7 here, so watch where the 7 goes. That's going to be huge. Okay, he kind of escaped. And he's good enough. He's not too thin on the 5. Should be able to come across and play above the 9 for the 7 in the same corner. Now, obviously, Victor a big favorite in this match, but he's going to start off the match, I'm sure, just like any other match, like it's a dead heat. But you may see if he gets a big lead, he may toy around with this match a little bit, trying to find the break a little bit, maybe. Well, what a nice start here for the Polish champion.
Yeah, and I was going to say, so swift as well. Złotava just getting comfortable in her chair there, and she's already 1-0 down.
Wins the rack.
Zielinski will want to keep her there for as long as possible, so that when eventually she does get to the table, she'll be under big pressure already.
Very difficult 2-rail kick here with the 9 in the way. He's going to kick somewhat soft, most likely. Couple reasons. Of course, for the safety, plus the soft kick,
Foul.
you know, really allows a lot of accuracy, right? Usually, anyways.
Ball in hand. Start the clock, please.
No offensive shot for Victor, and he really could put the squeeze here. Maybe get his opponent on 2 fouls. That kind of opened up a little more than he wanted. So he's left a cross-side kick here.
Well, this is what you want to do, isn't it? You want to be merciless. You know your opponent is bound to be nervous on such a big stage that she isn't used to, and you can't be kind about it. You've got to make her feel those nerves more than ever.
Yeah, and you know, like any sport, you know, 50% of things once you're at this level are somewhat routine. But one thing that Victor could look at and take advantage of in this match is maximum effort every shot. You know, that's something you have to actually remind yourself of at times, even as quality as these players are. Yeah, the first and last are the racks that are always the toughest, but she did get ball in hand in that second rack, didn't get out, but I think she'll have some opportunities. Difficult position play here. I think he's just going to try and get to the backside of the 3 some kind of way, whether it's to play a safety, maybe a combination. Wow.
Foul.
Okay, so you said a moment ago, Jeremy, she will get some chances. Here's one for her now. She's got ball in hand. If she is to seriously compete in this match, this is the sort of opportunity she's got to make the most of. This is a real chance to get off the mark. Again, just a slight little tester when you're feeling like that. What she would give to see these 2 balls disappear and then settle into the match from there.
Yeah, speed control important as well. Oh, that's a beautiful stroke there. I mean, very athletic swing. That cue ball just that bad. This has ended up a pretty good tester here, especially to try and get on the board.
So you would say this is a big shot in the match, because it does have just that little bit of potential to go wrong. She should get it. Yeah, and she's come through that test, and that is significant because she's going to feel so much better now. She's off the mark. Zielinski now leads 2-1.
And that's a prime example of a shot like that. You know, just exactly how the guys would have played it. You know, addressing the cue ball with some English from some distance. Not really fearing the shot. Touchy little situation here, getting from the 4 to the 6, though. Super nice shot there. Cheating the pocket a little bit. Just so she could get a little closer. Now this shot here, she's going to come off the point with the cue ball, so hard to predict exactly. This may fall towards the 6 ball a little bit. Oh, she cut off the point. What a beautiful shot.
Going back to what we were saying, people talk about having women's events to inspire young females to take up the game, but this is surely a much better way to do it, to see players like Christina and then others, Kelly Fisher, Siming Chen, players like that, actually coming and just competing on levels and often winning. And the thing is, they're capable of doing it in this sport.
Tell you what, there really hasn't been many shaky balls pocketed here in the last 3 games by Christina. I mean, it's been pretty much the center of a pocket for the most part. Now she's got to pinch this back and the side and take the cut shot. I don't think she'll try to move the ball forward. I think that would be a little bit of a mistake. Oh, yeah. I'm not sure I've seen any of the guys move the cue ball any easier than Christina.
Two very good racks in a row, and she's won 3 in a row from 2-0 down. She's now leading by 3 racks to 2. Could be a very big story on the cards here.
If she knows the shot, she can kind of shoot through the one, banking it up, and kind of force the cue ball underneath the pink. You don't have to really do much. Just she may be able to roll forward through the one and get behind. Yeah, that's a beautiful shot. And very good control. She has definitely played with a lot of top players, I can tell that.
Well, just couldn't have got in behind that 4 any better, could she?
No, and again, that's a lot of pool being played to be able to stun the ball, you know, lightly like that. The object ball moving quickly, but the cue ball moving slowly. Not easy.
You spend a lot of time watching. You were talking about how some players today might spend a bit of time watching and actually learn a bit from that. Spent a lot of time looking on yesterday and doing so again early today. Meanwhile, back here, that has not gone to plan at all for Zielinski.
Extension call.
It doesn't take much on these beautiful diamond tables. You know, the bed is very fast, so it doesn't take much to pinch the cue ball a little much. Oh.
As he sits down, he knows the way Zlatova's been playing. Odds on, this is going to be 5-2 in the next few seconds. It's not entirely routine, though, is it, Jeremy?
No, not at all. And I think as great as she's played,
Extension
she'll keep
call.
it pretty simple here. I don't think she'll go to the top end of the table and then back down for the 9. Great shot. She'll go for her extension. She might possibly take her extension as well.
Well, absolutely no reason not to. This stage of the rack. Five in a row, and now past the halfway point in terms of that target of 9. If you've been drawing up a list when we got here of maybe half a dozen players who you felt might make a big step forward this week, I think Zielinski would definitely have been on that list. So if he comes away from here having lost 2 matches that he was expected to win, it'd be a big setback for him. However, just as I say that, Zlatova has had a big setback in this match.
Yeah, her first really bad miss, right? I mean, I wonder if Zielinski, if he slows the pace down a little bit now. You know, he played pretty fast at the beginning, right? And he's not a slow player by any means, but can't really afford a mistake from here. Ooh, did you see that? Wow, the cue slipped out of his hand. He almost fouled the cue ball.
I think we might see that one again.
Viktor Zielinski wins the rack.
So potentially important juncture in the match there, and here's what you were talking about, Jeremy.
Oh, wow, just an inch away from the cue ball, really.
Yeah, doesn't that tell you a lot about his mental state at the moment?
Is these prime conditions that the ball does cut a little easier. Oh, look at this. Wow. Something you can't predict there, Michael.
It was funny how earlier on in the match, Zloteva wasn't getting the little bits of fortune here and there, and things just not quite falling her way. Now, as is so often the case, it's all completely reversed.
Oh, that's a sign of frustration there, the way he kicked at that ball. Not much really calculation, and really kind of overhit it, in my opinion.
Ball in hand. Start the clock.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. There was almost an air of resignation there that he wasn't going to find a way out of that situation.
Yeah, you're going to kick at that ball with a little speed, of course, but you're not going to kick to where you lose accuracy, and that's exactly what happened. Still difficult to win. Okay, I was wondering about that. You know, does he play the bank against most other players in a winter break format? You know, instead of the safety? I don't think he even got there, maybe. He's given up a little piece of this one ball. Oh, no. Great camera view there, so maybe a curve shot here.
A couple of other players on the hill. Bizarre Spahiu, 8-3 up against Michael Jednak. Francesco Candela also leading 8-3 against Mitra Zini El Abedini.
I kind of like the swerve shot here. Difficult kick. She's going to try and go one rail at it. She's got a cue downward here. Got to get a little bite, a little check on the cue ball.
Foul.
Yeah. It's
ball in hand. Start the clock, please.
So Viktor getting the reward of a nice safety there after the break. Should just come between the 6-7 with the cue ball. Don't do anything more. That should lead you naturally towards the 3. Looks like he can just draw the cue ball towards the 7. Ooh, ooh, wow. Got a lot more on the ball than he anticipated. And that was from a little fear of going behind the 7 or maybe on top of the 7. So, but nearly lost the cue ball on the side.
Alex Pagulayan of Canada, who, of course, we've been seeing for so many years. Such a unique character, really, in the game. He'll be up next on the main table against Britain's Craig Osborne.
Yeah, Alex still desperately wants to win big tournaments. You know, the rest of the world has kind of caught up with those great players. One thing you'll see people question Shane and different guys. It's just harder to win these days.
Yeah, because there are so many promising young players coming through. Viktor Zielinski is one of them, and he's now on the hill. Last time he was 2 racks clear was after he won the first 2 racks of the match. So he's now leading 8-6.
Even though she can hang her head pretty high and be pretty proud of the way she's played.
Well, it's one of those. She'll feel so disappointed that she didn't close out a win that looked to be there for the taking. But once the dust has settled and she's had a day or two to think about it, she'll have great memories of this match, particularly around the middle part of it when she was building that 5-2 lead. It wasn't as if she was just feeding off mistakes. She was controlling things and playing really well, and the fact that she's acquitted herself like that on a stage with which she's absolutely not familiar, I mean, she can definitely take positives away from her World Championship campaign.
Yeah, in my opinion, she's had the tougher layouts and she got a lot of them done, so super impressed. All speed control here. You don't want to hit the 3rd rail. You just kind of want to float into position. That's something you have to learn on this fast table where, you know, a pool room table, you might catch the 3rd rail right there because you trust the speed so much.
Well, it's all over now. Viktor Zielinski has managed to come through from 6-4 down. He's won 5 racks in a row. He is through to play Thomas Kaplan in losers qualification.
We'll see the timing in the swing again. Never really has had a long backswing, but and there's a prime example of what you talked about just a moment ago. And that one wasn't even that long of a shot, really.
Start the clock, please.
Yeah, that's a little bit worrying for the Lion. Now Craig's got ball in hand. Put the cue ball any way you want if you've just tuned into 9-ball for the very first time. Interesting little shot coming up. Will he risk spinning it round, or sometimes the English snooker player
play underneath?
Yeah, they play it a little different. He's chose to play it the traditional way.
Yeah, spreading the cue ball a little bit. That gives you a little room for error with your speed control. And I wonder, you know, how long it takes Alex to you know, abandon that cut break, right? So.
Yeah, well, Craig sent a message to his opponent there. Alex will now know he's involved in a game. It's 2-1. There, just a nice little roll on the ball, hold for the 2.
Yeah, the 3 has both corner pockets, so it doesn't matter too much which side of the 2 you're on. Trying to desperately kick this in. Oh, wow.
Card drop, ball in hand.
Well, this is worrying times, this really is. He's had a couple of chances, hasn't he?
Start the clock, please.
He has not looked good at all.
Yeah, and you know, the way Craig's breaking the balls, he's going to make a ball, you figure, and be hard pressed to maybe not get a shot. If he gets out here, he can extend that lead even a few more games.
Extension, please.
It's kind of a difficult table to bring the 1 up by the 3 and the cue ball up the other side rail, I think. Don't think the table plays that great for that shot.
Yeah, can he chip off it and use the 7-8 again?
I think that's what he's going to do. Yeah. Watch out for that corner, though. I think it's going towards that corner.
Well. He's going, JJ. He's going towards the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, he wears his heart on his sleeve, and you could see it all there.
Yeah, and that was just because of that 6-ball you talked about. He had to get by the 6, which really led that path towards that corner pocket. So an unfortunate kiss on the break a game ago led to a ball in hand and a game for Alex, and now an unforced error. You take that much of the worst of it, even if you tie the ball up? I mean, Carl, I mean, you know.
Reset to 30 seconds, please.
Craig's having none of it. I don't blame him for sticking him straight back. It's not only an insurance ball for Pagulayan, it's also an insurance ball for Craig, so you've got to stick him back, haven't you, in this situation?
Yeah, absolutely. He's got to get over the edge of the 6, carrying over the 7 as well. Shouldn't be a problem if he gets over the 6. Now, the problem with this, when you got to get up quickly from some distance, any miss hit, you could curve the cue ball and whiff the entire 2-ball like that, and break out this 4-ball.
Wow, well, you have to question the push out.
I thought it was a pretty terrible push out. I hate to say it like that, but you're at a level that insurance balls just don't matter that much, right? I mean, you're not playing your pub players, right?
Yeah,
so.
I'm not going to disagree with you, JJ, on that call at all.
And like I said, anytime you have to jump and get quickly that far away, any miss hit on the cue ball, you'll usually curve the ball. Good chance you whiff the entire object ball, and that's what happened.
Yeah, as the cue ball rose up, you could actually see it spinning, couldn't you?
To the right, yeah, a little bit.
At some point, we're going to have a little chat about these
extension,
sizes.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I was surprised that they are opened up a little bit. Do love the direction of the pocket size in professional pool, though. Somewhere between 4-inch and 4 1/4. Oh my! And that body movement, I don't know. I mean, he's always had a little bit of it, but when he gets a little quicker, even more.
Yeah, you when Alex was at his best, at his peak, I wasn't playing this game, so I did watch him win the World 9-ball. I used to watch it, So I can't remember. You're a better guy to explain. So when he played in his pomp, if you like, you're saying he still had a little bit of body movement.
Just a hair of, yeah, just a little bit, and it, you know, it starts with unnecessary speed. Body movement does, and so he got a little quick there. A little more movement. Oh, the double bank safety here. How's the speed? It looks pretty good. Wow, great shot.
A lot of people have played the 8 off 1 there, so that was a bit unconventional, but it's actually worked out nice. He needs to kick and stick the cue ball, and he's not done. You've got to really get into the cue ball there, because you want to hit the 8 full, don't you? And
yeah.
Often, that's what you see.
And it's funny to me that, you know, it's almost like the mind sometimes when you're not as good cueing, the mind goes a little bit as well, because I see players struggle with some of the things here on the slick table that seems to me should be kind of standard once you play on it a little while. What a moment now for Craig. Should get a chance to break the balls and to win the match. And this field and this format, that's all you can ask for sometimes. Really nice, simple stroke. I like what I see from Craig. Just down the left side of the table. Should catch the second rail here, about the 3rd diamond.
Yeah, nicely done. He's going to be the first player on the hill. It's always nice when you get on the hill before your opponent. 8-7, you just feel like you've got that bit of breathing space, and of course he's going to be breaking. He's not broke too well in this match, so now would be a beautiful time for a break and run.
Well, he had a bit of an angle. He can go past the 9 if he wants. Oh, he's drawing this. Oh, that's a confident stroke.
It's a bit too much though, JJ. I don't think he needed to get into it that much.
Yeah, this is the 50, if anything, 50-yard line. So this is all about a lot of touch, a lot of speed control. Do you catch the 3rd rail with the cue ball here, Carl?
Extension, please.
I don't think he's going to. I think he's just going to float this ball in. He's a good pocketer of the ball.
Oh, he's drawing it.
Wow, he's playing this low. Well, how'd you like this for a shot? What a way to play this.
Yeah. And I think, you know, with the template and the winter break format, this could be a dangerous guy come tonight. I'm not sure who he plays next, but...
Yes, Craig Osborne with a timely break and run. Nice shot there from the 8 to the 9. He beats former world champion, knocks Alex Pagulayan out of this year's tournament 9-7.